All right, so let's look at yesterday's session, in which we broke above the range. We had a balanced day. It was we opened up here. The overnight, we couldn't take the overnight high, and then we started one-time framing down. Then eventually it looked like we were bouncing, but then we kept getting lower and lower and lower and lower. Finally closed that gap to settle, or almost, at the end of the day. Couldn't get inside the previous session's value. We bounced a little bit towards the end of the day. Now, overnight, we were trading inside value. Then with the CPI news, we came back, corrected some of the long inventory, which the settlement from yesterday is at 65.39.75 right here. We corrected some of the inventory, and now we left a poor high, a weak high, right? Because this high is just to the tick to yesterday's high. We also have this overnight high from yesterday that was not tested during the RTH session. So the market will see this as some poor structure and will want to likely revisit this highs. And then from there, keep grinding higher, probably into the 6600s. I'm not sure if today, but between today and tomorrow, it looks like we can get there. And just the way I see this structure is that from 65.30-ish to 64.35-ish, so we have this distribution, and we broke above it. So now, as long as we hold above this August high, which is at 65.23, so as long as we hold this area, we're going to keep grinding higher and likely test this 6600 area. Market likes big round numbers. We have expiration, OPEX expiration next week. We also have a futures rollover. So even though volatility is pretty low and we're not seeing any volatility expansion, I think next week we could start seeing some of that into the rollover and OPEX. Also VIX expiration, I think, is next Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. Apologies if I'm wrong. I haven't checked this, but I believe so. And then, obviously, as I keep saying, getting below August, I'm going to be looking at this session's value area. If we get below inside value and accept, I will be looking for a move down to that 6500, which is very close to value area low for this session from Wednesday. No, from Tuesday, I'm sorry. That's about it. NQ hasn't made all-time highs yet, but it's very close. Tested the 24,000 area, and we saw some sellers, but I think that we can retest that today and make new all-time highs. It's priced in for today, so let's see if we can get there. Gold didn't make a new high yesterday, which it was about time, right? But also it's not getting much of a pullback yet, so consolidating around the 3700 area. It still has potential to keep going higher, so I wouldn't short this yet. And crude moved the 20-day point of control to 64, pulling back now to the bottom of the range. So this could be another long entry opportunity for swing into the 65 area, because if you look at this, we were one time firming down, tested the low side of the range, came back into point of control. So now we should see a continuation of this move into the 65 area. So looking for a bounce somewhere around where we're at now, the 66.20 to 66.60, somewhere around there. Look for a bounce with a stop below this low into that 65 area. 64 will be the first target, then 65 the ultimate target for that swing trade. All right, that's about it. Good luck.